Man, hope you feeling good, man. I'm glad to be here. You alright? You know what I'm saying? We in a hell of a time to be alive. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna make it through that thing, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you came through today. Yeah, that's my So straight hustlers under structure. That's my brand. You know what I'm saying? S.H.U.S. Shh. Like some of my brothers like to call it. You know what I'm saying? I always say shh, and that's got a meaning within itself as well. You know what I'm saying? Because when we was out there, going around them corners and doing them kind of things, everything was with us, you know what I'm saying? They ain't like a lot of the guys today, you know what I'm saying? Call themselves this, call themselves that. When you go check that paperwork say something else, but that's neither here nor there, man. Yeah, but to break down the meaning of it, you know what I'm saying, was this is actually something I came up with when I was around like 20, 21, 20, you know what I'm saying, 21, 20, 22, up in there somewhere. I can't remember. It was before my son. I think it was like right before my son, you know what I'm saying. I came up with a concept. I wanted to implement something that I felt I do in my life and that I thought was beneficial to me and my brothers, the people who was around me at that time. But me being one of the youngest around, a lot of them took the concept and said, "Oh man, that was good, this, that, and the third." But none of them actually came and got down with it. You know what I'm saying? None of them actually wanted to help me build the thing for what I wanted to build the thing for them. But maybe that's a good thing as well. You know what I mean? But it was something I actually kept, and as I grew and I continued to get my knowledge of self, and I continued to get the wisdom, understanding of things. You know what I'm saying? It actually has expanded into what I only thought was a neighborhood thing, was something that's actually a worldwide thing. You know what I'm saying? It's something that I believe that we all should have in our life. You know what I mean? Which is a straight hustle under structure. You know what I'm saying? To be straight is to handle things far from, to don't have curves. To handle things straightforward, handle business straightforward. We don't go about doing things in a rude intention kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Everything we do, we want to do it with fairness. To handle that thing with very good fairness. You know what I'm saying? What's for me is what's for me. What's for you is what's for you. This how I'm gonna benefit. This how you gonna benefit. And that's what it is to be straight. You know what I'm saying? And to be under is not to be put anybody under something or less than or worthless in the sense of that. But it's like this chair I'm sitting on. It's under me. So why it's under me, or just to be under doesn't put a person in a particular situation. To be under simply means to hold your weight. You know what I mean? So if something is under you and something not holding its weight, then the whole structure gonna crumble. You see what I'm saying? Even if you was on a bar and you was the one over the bar and you was pushing on that bar, if that bar can't hold its weight, then the whole thing gonna crumble. You see what I'm saying? And you gonna come down, bust your whole face. But that's just a way to understand it, and to be a hustler, because I went over a little bit, but that was just the understanding. But to be a hustler is a worldwide thing, or not a worldwide thing, but it's definitely a worldwide thing. But it's a worldwide understanding. Everybody hustler has a different definition. But for me, to be a hustler is to be prepared, one who don't complain, one that always foreseeing things, the one that's always going about getting things done. You know what I mean? Like, if we take the time in what we in today, your daddy might be the hustler, your mom might be the hustler, the one who goes out and gets the things that needs to be done without all the complaining and bickering and things of that nature. You see what I'm saying? To be the straight hustler under structure. And structure is a word that speaks within itself, because without structure, the foundation is nothing. Every building, everything has a structure. If the structure of the foundation is not good, then everything gonna crumble. So you must have structure within what you're doing. You see what I'm saying? So that's a straight hustle under structure. You know what I'm saying? To get things done, not sit around and complain. It's something that you should always have at your forefront. Like, when I was out there in the world and I was mingling and hitting them corners the way I was hitting them corners, everything I ever did was with structure. You see what I'm saying? Because I would learn from your mistakes. If you trip over that curve, there's no reason for me to trip over the curve when I just saw you trip over the curve. How about I just pick my feet up and step a little higher? So therefore, I don't do that same thing. You know what I mean? Because I believe in learning from the other person's mistakes. I believe in learning from observing the people or the things around me. You know what I mean? So yeah, one of the biggest things with being a straight hustler under structure, to not be foolish about what you're doing, and not just be out here running around wild, wild west like da 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 da. No, what's the end goal to what you're doing? Because what you're doing, life itself don't last forever, so why would you think what you're doing gonna last forever? See what I'm saying? So if that's the kind of energy you project and you want to have a shortcoming, then you're free to do that as well. But for me, I'm always thinking longevity, see, because I come from a time where they say, oh, we wasn't going to make it to be 16 and we wasn't going to make it to be 18. Then we looked up and we had made it above all that. So I told myself, I said, them peoples is liars. You know what I'm saying? Them people don't know what they talking about. So now that I have, now that one has made it to their position in life, to where, not position in life that I guess you can call it a position in life that, because age is a beautiful thing. For all the youngsters out there, never let somebody demean your mind and thoughts on the fact that you're getting older. Getting older is a beautiful thing, because I was taught the only way to grow old is to get older. I ain't never seen anything dead grow. Just like when we was getting knowledge yourself, that's why they say you gotta raise them up from the dead, because if the mind is dead, if anything is dead, then there is no growth within the situation. You see what I'm saying? So you must be well and alive and have that understanding. So yeah, that's just a little bit about the brand, man. You know what I mean? And I'm getting ready to put that thing full forth. We're gonna bring that thing out. Something like I said, I've been harvesting since I was 2021, and since my brothers and such didn't want to get down with the situation.
You wonder why I don't trust you. You wonder why I don't trust you. You say you want to hustle, well, you better have structure.